Hey VC, YouTube, it's the Zonkman coming at you again. If you clicked on the video, then you know what this is. Top 10 of 2021, and I'm finally getting to it in February. But anyway, I wanted to do this. I've drug my feet. I was waiting for an album. That was the biggest thing. I was waiting for an album that was 2021 released, and then I did not get the vinyl until mid-January. I had been streaming it, so it is definitely on this list. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. The format of this is I am going to show like the top first, and then all the rest of the stuff kind of afterwards, so you don't have to stick around so long, because this could be kind of a long, chatty video. But I have already lied to you because I'm going to do the top 15. I am very thankful and grateful to get this many 2021 releases. I didn't realize how many it was, to be honest with you. It made it kind of hard to rank. So we need to just get into it. I do set a kind of some guidelines: no live albums, no comps, no EPs, just studios from 2021. But I am going to show the ones that didn't make it because of that real quick, just because I have to. This is not like the top stoner albums or anything like that, although it could seem that way. We're going to start off right, and I should have took this stuff out, but it's still in the shrink too anyway. This is live on the internet, All Them Witches. This was a record store day release, Black Friday. They got pushed back from one of the earlier ones. I don't remember if it was June. I want to say it was a July one. This is 3 LPs. Sorry about it. There's a ton of glare on that. Oh, because I didn't turn the damn light on. Damn, I started this video. That's all right. We're just going to keep on rolling. We're just going to keep on rolling. Oh, there's still shitty glare. That's all right. Okay, so All Them Witches. This is something I'm already kind of cheating on. This is a comp. This is Chris Cornell. No One Sings Like You Anymore. And this actually was released in 2020, but they did not release the vinyl until 2021. But I still wanted to show that because it had the cover songs on there that you may or may not have heard. Nothing Compares to You, which was the Prince song that was made famous by Sinead O'Connor, and then Patience by Guns N' Roses. So that was cool. This is a comp. Monster Magnet, A Better Dystopia. This was covers of like old hard rock, acid rock stuff. That if there was stoner, basically maybe the beginning foundation of stoner rock from the early 70s or whatever. And then I didn't know whether to throw this in here or not. I'm disqualifying it because it is a posthumous release of Prince's Welcome to America. That was shelved for like 10 years. I want to say 2011 and it didn't come out until 2021. My big deal on this was, of course, the bass guitar and Tal Wilkenfeld, which I just recently kind of started learning about. Played bass on this album with Prince 10 years ago and had to be quiet about it and couldn't say nothing. And then now 2021, she could say something about it. And I wasn't going to originally throw any of the CDs in, but this list does kind of lack jazz, so I'm throwing this in. Julian Vaughn, Chapters of Love. Now this is probably not your typical what the VC likes for jazz as far as all the old stuff. This is contemporary smooth jazz type stuff. Excuse me, he is also a bass guitarist. Awesome stuff. New album for 2021. I hate that I missed him. He did come to the Coltrane Jazz and Blues Festival right here in High Point, North Carolina, but I did miss that. Still want to see him eventually. Mrs. Zonkman is a big fan of that. So I did show another CD. I'm just going to show this just because I didn't spend the money on vinyl. Iron Maiden, Jinjutsu or whatever it is. And of course, this is some crazy book deluxe type deal. Show the Iron Maiden. Okay, we're going to get into it. Man, 5 minutes in already. We're going to start it out. Bam. Number 15 because top 10. I couldn't do a top 10. Ginger. Wallflower. Wallflowers, I'm sorry. Man, I forgot her name. Tatiana. Man, this is, in fact, I forget where they are from exactly. But this, of course, is metal, and they call it, so there's some subgenre. You know, her vocals are, you know, sometimes the vocals are clear, and then sometimes they get real, not really death, but she's doing some screaming. This is a killer album. Just getting into them probably this year with learning about them in an earlier album and seeing some stuff on YouTube. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. This is a long one. Now, and that's another thing too, like R&B, soul type stuff, new stuff. I think I was kind of weak this year, but I do have some. Well, let's shoot. Southern Avenue. What is this? Be the Love You Want. Look at that. That's cool. Look at this record player tape deck. Oh man, that's cool. Me and Mrs. Zonkman saw them open up for Big Head Todd and the Monsters one year, and that's how we found out about Southern Avenue. Boom, they had a 2021 release. This is real good. It falls in line with all of that soul, funk, R&B type stuff. Real good. Even some bluesy stuff too. This was the Duran Jones and the Indications new one. Private Space. Yeah, Private Space. Boom. And this is good stuff. It is number, I need to say the number of these, 13. And no, I did not get the Aaron Frazier solo album this year. He also put out a solo album. But this, of course, is much of the same kind of Duran Jones. And because of the VC, I have the earlier two albums as well. Okay, so let's keep count here. Because they'll be like, what number is that? I don't know. That was 13, so this is 12. A Pale Horse Named Death. And I have to do this Latin. Infernum in terra. Infernum in terra in Latin. Of course, that means hell on earth. I am a Pale Horse Named Death fan. Have all their stuff on CD. Now I've got some vinyl, man. Dig them. Saul, the drummer, was a drummer in Typo Negative in the early stuff, I think. Don't quote me on that. There are some crossover with some Typo Negative. Back to some soul. Leon Bridges' 2021 album, Gold Digger's Sound. This is killer too. I mean, he kind of stayed online with his other two albums. I think Coming Home, I think, is the earlier record that's just good, but it kind of the same stuff, man. Good new R&B soul type stuff. Probably some people's number one record this year, depending on what type of music you listen to. Now, I didn't even say what number that was. 12, that was number 11. So number 10, bam, The Pretty Reckless. And the name of this record, Death by Rock and Roll. This is, oh, I still got a receipt on there or whatever. Taylor Momsen, which was Lucy whatever in The Grinch. The like 90s, some Jim Carrey, when Jim Carrey was the Grinch. And I can't ignore that phone. I gotta shut it off. I thought it was gonna stop beeping. Who keeps texting me? Okay, it's done. Sorry about that. We're gonna keep rolling. We ain't gonna edit shit. We're at number 10. Pretty Reckless, Death by Rock and Roll. There was a later song that came out of this too that was real good. I can't remember. But, of course, the song, Death by Rock and Roll, and Only Love Can Save Us. And so it went. This is killer, just hard rock, metal. You know, and they get kind of bluesy, too. All right, number 9. This is going to be kind of, what? The Zonkman showing that? Emily Kinney, the supporting character. This is just singer, songwriter, female, folky kind of sounding. Good stuff, though. Number 9 on the Zonkman's list. I did, and I'm going by pretty much spinning. So this was released in the mid-year, so this did get quite a few spins. And you'll see some of the stuff the Zonkman picked up, maybe not in the list, as some of the, female pop stars. Okay, we're going to keep rolling. We're at number 8. This was killer stuff, and this is not this is Coal Mine. This is Coal Mine Records. Bam! Delvin Lamar Organ Trio. I told you so. This is actually came out a long time ago, January of 2021. And of course, this is real organ-based, kind of get up, kind of, maybe a touch kind of jazzy or R&B soul type thing. Killer stuff, man. And I think the Metal Theologian is actually who showed this record, and I was like, oh yeah, man, I need to go get that. I'm big on Coal Mine anyway. Coal Mine is great stuff. If you're not familiar with Coal Mine Records, you need to check out Coal Mine Records. All right, keep rolling on. Number 7, Moon Coven, Slumberwood. This is the stoner doom sludginess. It even says that on there. 40 minutes of epic, head-tripping occult doom. So we're in the stoner realm, and this was actually recommended by my local record store, Underdog Records here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and this is killer. This makes it up on the list. That's just a regular cover. That's kind of some cool artwork there. So number 7. Number 6, we're getting close. I'm rolling. This was killer too, man. Spelljammer, Abyssal Trip. This is the same. This is kind of spacey stoner doom. They even have the first track on the second side is even kind of sounds like old school 50s space movies where they're kind of going after the spacemen like they're monsters, So this is killer, man. Spelljammer. Spelljammer is writing Easy Records, which is another great record label that you need to check out if you're not familiar. All right, we're tipping into the number 5. Number 5, Green Lung, Black Harvest. We're in the stoner doom realm. This is it. I like that Jeff at Jeff's Various Vinyl had recently done a little stoner video, and he had this record on there. I was like, oh yeah, that's a killer 2021 record. And I also need to get the earlier album from them. Just great stuff. Great stuff. Number 4. This is the number 1 of my stoner that I'm probably newest to. Made it to number 4. And that is Greenleaf, Echoes from a Mass. And this is like, I want to say Sweden stoner doom. And a funny story about this record too, man, because my record store is always trying to look out for me, and I went in like right away, and he's like, "Hey man, I got something you might be interested in." I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." I was like, "Do you have the new Greenleaf?" He said, "Yeah, that's it, Greenleaf." So Greenleaf is cool. Earlier in 2021, I got a Greenleaf record from Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame. Thank you for that. And then that continues on. So Greenleaf is still making good music. And that's number 4. Number 3, we're getting down to some nitty gritty. Boom, what is that? I don't know. What is that? You don't listen to this? This is just hard rock. This is just modern hard rock. Greta Van Fleet. The Battle of Gardens Gate. What was that? Yeah, the Battle at Gardens Gate. Killer record. Was waiting for this to come out in 2021. Yeah, I get tired of talking about everybody thinks they stole Led Zeppelin's sound and how much it's the same. I'm not a musician, so a lot of musicians are saying the way they play, the way dude sings is very Led Zeppelin-esque. And then they even do like Rush. Yes, they get kind of proggy too. This is a killer record. I don't care. I don't care what you say about that. This is a killer record. These kids are getting it done. If somebody's pushing them and trying to get them out there and make a gazillion dollars off of them, then so be it. But this is just good hard rock music. And it is number 3 on the Zonkman's list. Just because you think something sounds like something else, still give it a chance, man. And then here we go. Number 2. We're getting close. King Buffalo. Acheron. This is the record I was waiting for to do this list. King Buffalo. I'm going to talk about King Buffalo every video if I could, and all them witches. This is killer. I just recently talked about it, so I don't want to beat up too much time. They recorded it in the caverns, Howe Caverns, somewhere in New York State. And I do this one like this. It's got some colored vinyl too. I've shown that. But I did this number 2. I waited for it, and it's only number 2. This is still killer. If you like the stoner, they get a little proggy. It's a little spacey. It's just a mixture, man. It's just a good vibe. And that's why I love King Buffalo. That is number 2. And number 1 is also King Buffalo, The Burden of Restlessness. This is the one they put out earlier in the year. And at the beginning of 2021, they teased us and said they did enough material for 5 records. And they're going to put out 3 in 2021. And just because of logistics and all of what's going on and pressing, probably more so than just getting together and record and stuff like that, they barely made 2, basically. They barely made 2, which this did get released, I want to say it was beginning of December. You could get the CD and, of course, all the digital. It just took a while for the vinyl. Burden of Restlessness is my number 1. King Buffalo. Just look at that artwork. That artwork is killer too, man. The Zonkman freaking loves it. So that's the top 15. So if that's all you wanted to see was number 1, then you can click off. That's cool. This is kind of a long video, especially for the Zonkman. I'm going to try to roll through the rest of these. So these are all 2021 releases that the Zonkman got. Maybe you want to see if your number 1 is in here and it didn't even make my top 15. Like I said, these are all good records. And I listen to some different stuff here and there. And I'm showing right away. Nick Cave, Warren Ellis, Carnage. Of course, Warren Ellis is part of the Bad Seeds. I don't even know the whole deal on this record. It's good stuff. It's your typical piano, and Nick Cave can get kind of dark and stuff like that. Good record. Great record. If you're a Nick Cave fan, this is probably your number 1 of 2021. All right, let's keep it rolling. Halsey. Yes, the Zonkman got the Halsey record. And what is the name of this damn record? I forget what the hell she called it. And it's in If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Which I'm not necessarily in agreement with that statement. This is the... what's the word? I can't think of... This is the cover that is, they're showing it. The regular cover, she's breastfeeding. And so this, not edit. Man, I don't know where I'm at. Anyway, this is not the cover where it's showing her breastfeeding. Anyway, the big deal with this, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross produced this record. So, because of that, that's why I got this Halsey record. All right, we're going to keep rolling. Endless Boogie, and this 2021 release was admonitions. What? Not ammunition. Man, I can't. I'm not enunciating the proper syllables. But this is boogie rock. This is bluesy. This is groove. This is good stuff. This is a couple of cats from New York, getting down, and it's great stuff. This was their 2021 release, which I don't know why I cannot say the title of that record, but I messed it up. Okay, here's another one that I was actually highly anticipated for 2021. Rob Zombie, and I'm definitely going to have to read this title. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. And what you should know about this record is, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, Rob Zombie. Of course, it's typical Rob Zombie, but this, he kind of goes out on, there's some country sounding stuff on here. There was even a little horn. I mean, I'm not going to say it was jazzy, but there was some different stuff on here. It wasn't all just metal. Of course, you guys know Rob Zombie's big into the comic stuff, so he's got stuff around here. Crash. Bam. Pow. Why this isn't my #1 record, I have no idea. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's Zonk. Zonk on the Rob Zombie record from 2021. I'll show some of this other stuff. Okay, so that's still just like honorable mention. These are all good records. We're back to some pop artists. Like, what? You got the Lord album? Solar Power? Yes, the Zonkman did get this. I remember watching an interview. They were asking her what made her do the cover like this, where it needed to be this. And of course, it's blurry. You don't see anything. This ain't porn or anything like that. You know, I stopped it. I didn't even watch any more of it because I found out this is a Free album cover. And I don't mean Free. I mean the band Free from 1970, self-titled Free. This was their exact album cover. So this is just an homage to that. And of course, it was even blurrier then, you know, but they did something risque in 1970. And she's just doing it on this. So, yeah, not even original. And they said Lord was going to save music or the music industry or something like that. Boom, the new Imagine Dragons 2021 release, Mercury Act 1. I love Imagine Dragons. They're the modern U2. And if you don't like U2, then you're not going to like Imagine Dragons. But this is good stuff. They're going to have radio songs. Yeah. Imagine Dragons, killer stuff. They might even be mad I'm comparing them to U2. Yes, I got this too. We're still in this pop realm, I guess. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. I'll be honest with you, I did not give this as many spins maybe as I should have. I don't know. I wasn't expecting another record like the one before. But it just kind of maybe fell short a little bit. Gojira, Fortitude. Good stuff. We are Gojira. We are from France. Good heavy metal stuff. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this was a great record too. That was kind of a late release. Neil Francis, In Plain Sight. Check out that trippy artwork, man. That's good. And this is, I'll call it kind of bluesy R&B, maybe. I don't know, something like that. And dude, it is piano based. Man, I'm trying to remember. This is a good record though. Not Coal Mine. I think he was on Coal Mine before. This is ATO Records. I don't know if that's a subsidiary of Coal Mine or not, but kind of in that vein. Foo Fighters, Medicine at Midnight. I got it. I don't know what Dave Grohl was thinking then. Here we go, Phineas. And is this the Optimus? Phineas, what are you showing Phineas for? I should be some teenage girl showing Phineas. If you're not familiar, Phineas is Billie Eilish's brother. Here we got some more stoner, Red Fang, Arrows, killer stuff, man. Just didn't make the list. Still killer stuff. Maybe you're like, yo, you showed Phineas before that. Yes, this is probably better than this is better than Phineas. This is just where the pile of records ended up. Flotsam and Jetsam's latest one, Blood in the Water. Boom, 2021 release. Cool stuff. Heavy metal. The old guys from the 80s. Oh, yeah, I'm showing this too. Bam, Adele 30. Whoa, 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 don't drop that thing. It is 2 LPs. The whole reason the entire vinyl manufacturing was clogged up for Adele. Little Alice Cooper, Detroit Stories. This might have been higher on some people's list. I do have to tell this story quick. I was listening to this for the first time, and I kind of wasn't really seeking this out, but I got a used new copy at my record store. Evidently somebody didn't like it and turned it back in or whatever. I was listening to this, and Mrs. Zonkman comes in. She's like, "What are you listening to?" I said, "Alice Cooper." She's like, "Did he get like a new lead singer or something? What's that?" This is 45 RPM, and I was listening to it on 33. I listened to the whole first side, didn't even think twice about it. Mrs. Zonkman gave me a lot of shit over that. So anyway, the most recent Alice Cooper, yeah, that's all I say about that. That's a funny story anyway. Another one, Evanescence, Bitter Truth. Amy Lee, is that her name? Awesome vocal, she still got it. There's a good song or two on here, but, you know, it's just like a hard rock album, you know. Still good stuff. Oh, yeah, and then, ooh, Lahita. Domcraft, Seeds. Killer Stoner Doom, heavier on the heavier side, and this is the reason the cover looks all messed up. It's 3D, man. And this, it comes with 3D glasses, and you have to get this album just to look at it in 3D. Okay, I think that's it. We got through all that stuff. Best of 2021. You can comment whatever you want to comment about this video. Zonkman, what are you doing with all those female pop star records in your collection or whatever? Dude, I don't care. Or Stoner Doom, Stoner Doom, Stoner Doom. You should have wiped all the rest of that stuff out and put all the Stoner Doom in the top 10, and then you would have been fine. Whatever you want to put on there, I appreciate all of you. This was fun. This is probably the longest video I've ever done. I tried to bang it out. That's it. Peace. Namaste. We will see you on the next one.